UvaldeRadio.net. Hey, I'm Robert Miguel. We are broadcasting live from the grand opening celebration of Texas Ag Equipment here at 4420 East Main Street in Uvalde. They've got a lot going on, raffles, music, food, fun and games, and here to tell us a little bit about today's festivities, everything that led up to it, and maybe what we're expecting beyond. We've got the social media and marketing manager, Jordan. Is it Prado or Prado?
Prado.
Prado. Yes, welcome, Jordan. How you doing?
Good.
So you've been my point person, my go-to person as far as this event. So thank you very much for, first of all, for inviting us to be a part of it. It's a great time so far.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you for sure.
So you're relatively new in your role here at Texas Ag Equipment, right?
Yes.
So how long have you been with the company?
I just started at about the end of March.
Wow.
And so I've just been rolling on with it.
So give me a history of this business, Texas Ag Equipment. Did it used to have a different name?
It did.
Okay.
Yes.
So what did it used to go by?
I believe it was Ag Equipment Inc.
Ag Equipment Inc. Okay.
And we just kind of changed it up because not everybody likes change.
Sure.
So Texas Ag Equipment, because we're serving all Texas, South Texas, Hill Country. That's our thing.
So give me the backstory on, I guess, the transition, because you got new owners here.
Yes.
And that's kind of what we're celebrating, the new owners, the ribbon cutting, because essentially, even though it's you're kind of doing the same thing, it's new ownership and kind of a whole new thing. So
for sure.
What was that transition like? Do you know the backstory on why the transition?
I do a bit. The transition, it's been interesting. It's been fun.
Mm-hmm.
We've been just blazing a trail. All of this is new, as you can see, for the building. They've added on, gave this bad boy a facelift.
It looks great in here, by the way, too.
Yes, it is. They did a really good job.
So inside there's a showroom, which has some like smaller or medium-sized machinery, and then you got a big yard outside with the bigger stuff. Obviously,
yes, and we just finished up putting down all this caliche back here so that we can have nice way to put our equipment out there so that we can take our customers out there and show them what we've got and have it looking nice out here.
So now, as far as your time with the company, are you a new hire under the new management, or did you have any time at all in the previous ownership?
I did not have any time with the previous. That would be Macy Sutherland over there. She was definitely here previous. But nope, I am Chad and Bart's little...
So you're doing a new thing. All right, so it's fantastic. So go ahead and give me, tell me what you've had to do to make this event happen, because I'm sure you've been working real hard behind the scenes, and now you're finally probably going to get a really good breather come Monday, right?
I know. I'm excited for back to regular programming. I have just torn apart this town trying to get this put together so that it could be good. It's my first event as a social media and marketing manager, and so it's been definitely fun, stressful, but we got it, and we're rocking and rolling, and I couldn't be more thankful for the support that this community has shown and the way that people have been so accepting and helping me out. I'm like, hey, it's my first event, but I'd love to have y'all a part of it. So
what led you to this? Is this your first time in this type of, I guess, marketing promotional role, or is this something you've done in the past?
You're
like kind of yes and no.
Yes and no, for sure. I have a social media myself, and I have quite a good following, and I've figured out most of the algorithms, and I just have a knack for that.
For sure.
And they just wanted to bring in someone like that knows exactly what we were doing, so I've just been
saying this for years.
away.
As a 50-year-old man who has a business, I've been saying this forever. Every company needs to have a 20-something-year-old woman.
Absolutely.
Because you guys know it. It's natural. You grow up with it. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. And for as silly as it sounds, even an older woman, and not to be sexist in any way, I just think that's just the way it is.
It's just the look.
Has a hard time. You guys have literally, this has been kind of what you've been raised on.
You've grown up with it. Everybody had Snapchat by the time they were 12.
and it's pretty amazing how natural that you can just jump into that role.
100%.
And no one has to teach you.
No, exactly.
But you can still learn.
And what's crazy to me, what I've found while doing this, is that I do have like this knowledge that not everybody has, and I used to think how silly that would be, like
for sure.
who has knowledge about social media, who makes an entire thing from social
Apparently
media.
You do now.
I know, and here we are, and it's crazy the amount of reach that you get from social media, for sure. I feel like it is very much a staple in a business. If you don't have social media, it's kind of rough to get yourself out there.
Well, the new owners clearly made a good decision, because I think that one thing, and I can say this because obviously I'm in marketing and advertising in this town, and one thing that many of the businesses lack in Uvalde is just a good social media person, or just marketing person in general, which I think is why we do so well, because we're actually very good at that for people. But yeah, it seems like they're in a step in the right direction. Now you're getting past this event here.
Yeah,
what have you got planned for the future?
I'm hoping that we're gonna get in with the parade for
the Palomino Fest and
yes,
the Labor Day
I would
thing.
love to
Nice.
get us a little piece
You
in there.
certainly got all the vehicles, right?
Yes, exactly. Send them a tractor out there. We're gonna be sponsoring a few things in the upcoming future. Don't have a whole lot of info on that, so I won't blab too loud. But there's definitely more things coming, and we will be having stuff over at Oasis, the farm store, all that.
So finally, real quick, as far as what Texas Ag Equipment has to offer versus what might have been here before, what would you say are the really great selling points? You know, the good changes.
I'd have to say for the good changes, it'd have to be, we have a great team. We have a really great team right now, really good staff, and also just our products. I believe we've got so much to offer here, and in a nice little classy tractor form.
Classy, I like that. That's good. Well, you know, we were just saying this before we got on. Me and Corey were talking about how your staff here all seems to get along. There's a really good positive energy.
Yep.
Everybody's having fun, but everybody's working hard.
Yes,
and that's what you kind of need to make something work. It's like, you know, work hard, play hard, kind of.
Right. Well, and I have to thank my guys. I mean, they've really been great for me. I'll just tell them what to do. They're like, you're the boss today, tell them what to do, and they did it.
And
I was like, thank y'all.
Enjoying some well-earned cornhole and burgers, right?
Yes.
So, well, Jordan, it's been really cool talking to you. Thank you again for inviting us out here. Where can people find more out about Texas Ag Equipment? Obviously, the website's texasAgEquipment.com.
Yes, and we've got our social medias. Our Facebook and our Instagram is both Texas Ag Equipment. Our website, texasagequipment.com. And for any more information, just...
So if they send a message to the Insta and the Facebook, they're going to get you, basically,
yes,
right?
Yes, pretty much.
So y'all give a shout out to Jordan on the social medias.
On the social medias. And if y'all follow and like our social media for this raffle, you get entered 2 times more.
Oh, wow.
It'll be good.
So again, let's go and recap what the raffle is. That's a pretty big deal. Go ahead and tell everybody.
For sure. So our raffle, what we're offering is, we were trying to figure out what all we could offer here, and we thought what better way than to credit our people, our customers. And so there are 4. Yes, there are going to be 4 gift certificates for $250 that the winner can use for just about anything in the store. It's a $250 credit to the store, and so come on with it.
Now I know there's a lot of things that you can buy for well over $250 here.
Oh, for
but is there
sure.
anything that comes to mind that you've seen on the shelf? You're like, $250, I could pick up that right now.
Well, it can be used for a service. It can be used for parts, for your oil, whatever you need. A chainsaw, a steel, weed whacker. You
Speaking
know,
my language, all that stuff.
We've got all these things. You know,
That's awesome.
It can be used to whatever the winner would like.
Well, very good. And we're talking to Jordan Prado, right?
Yes,
I said it right this time.
Yes, sir.
Texas Ag Equipment. She is the social media and marketing manager. And thank you again for inviting us out here.
Thank y'all for
You wanted to
being
hear
here.
some Zach Bryan, right?
I do.
So we're going to get back into music. Something in the Orange. Zach Bryan. This is UvaldeRadio.net.
Perfect for Kubota.
And we're live at Texas Ag Equipment. Uvalde Radio, hey, good morning. Is it still morning? Yep, technically it's still morning. 11:42 at UvaldeRadio.net. We are live at Texas Ag Equipment, located at 4420 East Main Street in Uvalde. It's our grand opening celebration. The Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center was just here with a big ribbon cutting ceremony. There's food, there's music, there's freebies, lots of cool stuff. And I'm here now with the co-owner, Bart Hutton. How you doing, sir?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Welcome on to UvaldeRadio.net.
We appreciate y'all being here.
Man, we appreciate you guys inviting us and letting us be a part of your party. This is quite an event you guys have here today.
It's been a great turnout today. We were hoping for a big turnout, and we got a great turnout, and we're glad the community's supporting us because we want to be a big part of this community.
We're only just beginning, too. We still got a couple hours to come out here and enjoy some food and some live music. We just had Jordan, your marketing director, on air. You go ahead and gush about her real quick. She's done a great job.
I'm going to go ahead and give props to her on all this stuff because her and her team set all this up. They did all the advertising. They did all the preparation. Everything that has to do with today, her and and her team did it all, and I just walked in here and just was able to enjoy what they did.
Well, you got to give yourself credit for putting her on the job, right?
That's exactly right. I'm going to give my partner Chad Foster credit for that part. He's the one that found her, and it was a good pickup for Texas Ag Equipment.
So, Bart, you are a co-owner. Now, let's go ahead. Before we talk about you, let's talk about Chad, the other guy.
So Chad Foster, he lived here in Uvalde a long time, married a local girl from here, Jill McFadden, Jill Foster now, and he sold. Actually, the reason I'm here is because he sold me a ranch a little over 6 years ago, and my family and I kind of been out here enjoying the ranch, and we decided to kind of make this our home base about a year and a half ago.
Wow, very good. So Chad's been a local guy for a while now.
He has.
You're
yeah.
relatively newer to the area.
Yes, sir.
And so you've been here how long? A year and a half or so?
Yeah, we've had the ranch a little over 6 years, but
Okay.
we actually kind of made this home base and moved out here and made this our home about a year and a half ago.
So let me go ahead and say this, because just about a year ago, Uvalde went through some crazy stuff. So you were basically new residents, and then going through the big tragedy. That's a big turn of events for a small community when you're just settling in a new place, right?
It was a big moment. It was such a tragic moment in the history of this town. And but I will tell you much, the resiliency of Uvalde and Uvalde County is shown through this whole event, and how they just keep fighting back. And that's what makes us glad to be a part of this community.
Well, yeah, and you're absolutely correct. I mean, the strength that we've actually shown as a town, and despite all the outside, there's been a whole influx of outside, things too that have made things more complicated. So, well, we really appreciate you. I think I can speak for the community as a local, for someone that's so new to the community, for investing in this community, because I hear you're buying up everything like the Monopoly man, right?
So Chad and I we believe in Uvalde. We believe in Uvalde County. We believe in the people. So we purchased this business here, Texas Ag Equipment, and we got the new building, made a lot of changes. We want to make it something Uvalde's really proud of, and we've closed on the Texas Farm Store, and so we've all that, and then we have the other stuff in the works. We're going to keep going on this too.
That's fantastic.
And buy some more things.
So what is it? You sound like you're a pretty seasoned veteran, like businessman who knows his stuff. What is it? Obviously, you said we're a great community, but is there anything else about Uvalde that really kind of made you kind of want to hone in and say, hey, you know what? Let's set up shop here and grow this.
Well, the way I see things is Uvalde is going to be the next, like, Medina County.
Right.
Medina County exploded a few years ago with the growth of San Antonio West, and everybody wanted to own a ranch there or be part of that. Well, now the land prices have gotten so high over there now, everybody's moving a little further west, and Uvalde is the perfect place to be.
Right.
We have everything you need. You've got your HEBs, you've got your Walmart, you've got your other businesses here. You got a movie theater. Uvalde is a great place to be and set up.
Fantastic stuff. So if you could have it your way, because you're a visionary, what else do you think Uvalde needs to step up to that next level?
Even though that I think Uvalde needs more restaurants.
Okay.
I think when they
a variety. I could use a sushi restaurant. You know what I mean?
I'm ready for that Chick-fil-A that they keep talking about.
Yes,
Hopefully it
that's
comes.
been like a rumor for like 4 years,
yeah,
right?
I keep thinking, is this ever going to happen? All I ever hear about it's coming, but
that's
who
crazy.
knows? But Uvalde needs that, and Uvalde just needs people reinvesting in the community, and that's and you're starting to see a lot of that. And I think that the tragedy was a horrible thing, but it brought the community together in a lot of ways, and the community is going to keep just going forward and doing bigger and better things as it goes forward.
I do think that, again, hate to bring up the tragedy again, but I do think it also put us on the map to a certain extent. It's kind of in a negative way, but at least people are paying attention. Now people know who we are, where we are. So I do think that opens up the doors for more, I guess, progress to happen.
It definitely put Uvalde on the map. And like you said, not in a great way, but at least they know what the town is.
But we have the power to change that.
And that's our job as community business leaders and everything else is to take something that's bad and try to make it better for everybody here, and remember those young people that had such a tragic thing happen to them.
Absolutely. Well, obviously you know yourself. Let's go and do a little background on you. So where did you come from originally? And tell me a little bit about your family and your past business experience.
So my wife Tana, we've been married 27 years this July, and I've got two sons, Ryan Hutton and Hayes Hutton. Ryan just graduated from Texas Tech, and Hayes is going to be he's at Texas A&M. So we're doing that. But so we lived in Bernie for 18 years, and then made a decision to move to Uvalde and called it home after our youngest graduated from high school. And so that's kind of what we've done. My past
empty nesters.
Yeah. My past life, I owned an insurance adjusting company. So we chase storms all over the United States, work claims in all 50 states, and that's what we've always done. And so I've always been involved in and when people have hard times, that we're there to make it better for them.
Interesting.
Earthquakes, hurricanes, things like that, big hailstorms, we were there to take them back to where they were before the storm.
Wow, sounds fantastic. And now here in Uvalde, just doing your best to make a good business model happen. And I mean, this place looks great. As far as Texas Ag Equipment, for those who don't know, and not everybody's listening, is kind of an ag person, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Give us a basic overview of what Texas Ag Equipment offers and who you're servicing.
Okay, so Texas Ag Equipment, we service all the the local counties around here, and we're primarily a Kubota tractor and all the stuff Kubota carries. The tractors, the skid steers, the construction equipment, the RTVs, and then we're also a Polaris dealership. Also, the Polaris side by sides and the Rangers, the Generals, and everything like that. But we also carry Land Pride equipment. We also carry all kind of stuff and we've also just became the Arrow Equipment dealer, which is one of the best cattle chute brands there is. We have 18 acres here. We're only using about 4 acres of it right now, so we have a lot of room to expand.
Yeah.
And we're going to expand and bring the things that this community needs and that the town of Uvalde and everywhere around here needs.
Like I was talking to Jordan earlier, you've got a nice showroom in here that has a lot of the smaller, mid-sized stuff, but a whole lot of room out there in the yard for more stuff too.
Exactly.
So it's good. So how long have you guys been? This is the grand opening. How long have you actually been in business under your new management?
So it's
ownership?
been about 6 or 7 months, but we were holding off on the grand opening until we got things that we thought it was presentable to say.
Right.
We were making a lot of changes and really learning the business and wanted to know more about the business before we did it. I'll give you a really good example is when we took over, we had lawnmowers everywhere, skid steers everywhere. Didn't know how many of them were, like, what do we do with all these skid steer? I mean, all these zero-turn lawnmowers. Then it started raining, and we sold them all like, oh, no, we need more lawnmowers.
Wow. Yeah. See, it's a learning curve.
We're learning.
Yeah. So that's probably a good thing. 6 months, and you're still probably, because it probably takes a good year to get through all the seasons.
For sure.
So you get it all, under the buckle there. But again, we're here with Bart Hutton, the co-owner here at Texas Ag Equipment. The grand opening is going on now through 2 p.m. at 4420 East Main Street, and it's a big gala event. There's ribbon cutting, food, live music, and a great time. So Bart, what does the future hold for Texas Ag Equipment? You guys got any big more products that you're bringing in, or any events you guys want to set up?
More products and continue to be a bigger part of the community, setting up at different parts of the different events that they have. We're going to back those events, set up at those events, and doing things like that. And we're just reaching out to the community to know what their needs are, so we can make sure we carry that. Between here and Texas Farm Store and any other thing we may do, we want to make sure that we're doing what the community needs.
So, and interesting, you said you've already closed the deal on the farm store, and you're working on some other big stuff too. These are big parts of the identity of Uvalde. So it's kind of a big undertaking. Now, it sounds like you understand, the gravity of the roles you're stepping into.
Yeah, that's exactly right. When we closed on Texas Farm Store, Chad and I sat there and we talked to Randy. He said, Randy, in 5 years, we wanted you to sit back and say, you know what? I'm really proud I sold to y'all guys. Mm-hmm. We want to make it where it's bigger and better and carries on his legacy.
Well, very good, man. This has been really enlightening. Great to know you and what's going on. Any final thoughts you want to mention or
I just want to thank the Uvalde community and all the surrounding counties for supporting us and all the people that showed up today. It's been a great turnout, more than I expected, and we appreciate y'all being here.
Did you pick Jerry? He's a great artist. Is he a good buddy of yours?
Jordan did that.
Jordan did that?
Yeah.
She knows.
And it's funny is that my wife tells me her cousin, that was Jerry's mom was roommates with my wife's cousin, so it's kind of a big knit family. Everything's
cool.
Big circle. So
well, yeah, live music out there by Jerry Almaraz. He's on there now. We're broadcasting live till 2. So y'all come out and join us and shake hands with the new owner. So
thank you.
It's been a pleasure talking to you. You want to hear some Cody Johnson? We're going to do that right now.
Yeah, one of our customers.
That's right. Yeah,
that's right.
Tell us that quick story about that.
Hey, so Cody's a friend of mine, and he said he called me and said, "Hey, did you buy the Kubota dealership?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, I'm walking out of this other place right now." He said, "Ship me a tractor." I said, "You got it."
How long have you known him, or he just calls you up like that?
Probably 4 or 5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's a good guy. He's a big part of the music industry, but he's also a big part of the Western industry, and a good guy. I'm proud to call him a friend.
You need to put some autograph memorabilia up here pretty soon. That's awesome.
Thank you, though.
All right. Once again, we're live at Texas Ag Equipment. Cody Johnson here. This is UvaldeRadio.net.
The things my woman loves to hear, I'll let you know how much it means.
Alright, UvaldeRadio.net. We are broadcasting live at Texas Ag Equipment at 4420 East Main Street. Some old school Conway 20 right there, and I'd love to lay you down. I'd love to have you out here with us at Texas Ag Equipment. We're here till 2 p.m. broadcasting live. There is a lot going on. Live music by Jerry Almaraz outside right now. Inside, we're broadcasting live. Also, you can register to win some great prizes, including a $250 gift certificate to Texas Ag Equipment. Also, I believe the Uvalde Youth Rodeo is still out there. They're selling raffle tickets, $25 a piece, to win a four-wheeler, a Polaris four-wheeler, and some other great stuff too. So that's to benefit a great cause. Some burgers, hot dogs, chips, sodas, and a good time. And right now, one of the men behind the scenes, or maybe in front, I don't know. We're going to find out. The service manager here at Texas Ag Equipment, Mr. Mark Pompa. Welcome, sir. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
I feel like you're on a TV show. I'm like David Letterman over here. So Mark, you're service manager.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that all these great products that we're seeing here parked everywhere, you guys also service them and have some kind of
Absolutely, service repair.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Recall repairs if need be on different equipment as well.
That sounds like a lot of work, because there's a whole lot of hardware out here.
A lot of hardware, a lot of customers, a lot of loyal customers for sure.
Yeah.
And trying to gain some new ones too.
So I would imagine that of all the people around here, you probably, as far as product lines go, you probably know this stuff pretty well, huh?
A lot of it, yes. There's still stuff. I mean, if someone tells you they know everything, they're lying to you.
Because it's always new. There's always new stuff, right?
That's correct. You're
Absolutely.
always learning.
So what on a regular average day as service manager, are you actually servicing items, or are you more of a manager overseer?
I'm the manager over the service riders. We got 3 service riders, 8 technicians, 5 assembly guys. So over all of those to make sure everything runs like as smooth as possible.
So you do the servicing on site?
Yes, sir.
So
and service calls. We go to your location as well.
So there's a certain amount of like replacement parts and just stuff that you have to keep stock of and whatnot.
Well, yes, we highly depend on our parts department to stock everything we need for our filters to our safety switches and solenoids, all those kind of different things that go into these units. Yes.
And then I'm sure you have like instruction manuals and stuff that you have to kind of rifle through, or do you guys
we
just
have
kind
workshop
of know
manuals?
this stuff?
Absolutely.
Wow.
We have workshop manuals online. All our technicians have tablets with all the information for Kubota units, for Polaris units to do, be able to torque everything to specifications and the proper repair and diagnostics and everything. So everything's there online for us to look at. And our technicians constantly take it online training, send them out to courses across the U.S. for Kubota training in Georgia and Fort Worth and all these different locations, Ohio. Constantly trying to stay ahead of the game and learn everything as we go.
So, I mean, it sounds like you and your technicians, you and your crew, obviously you got to keep up with the latest in technology and all these items. What is it that got you into this type of business? What was it that steered you in this direction?
Well, I did the wrench turning technician myself for 25 years before I decided figured I was getting kind of old and decided I needed to help with whatever wisdom I did have from doing the job myself, help the younger generation get there and teach them as well, be a mentor to the younger generation.
I would imagine being in the business this long that, I mean, just like, for instance, me in radio, I mean, the technology's changed so much just decade over decade. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that, I mean, we're talking about going from old school like lawnmowers to like these tractors and, things that there's, how much has your industry changed over the years?
Oh, it's changed dramatically. I mean, there's so much to them now because you also, your Polarises, your tractors, your lawnmowers, even some weed eaters nowadays have computers on them that you have to do work with. You have to have your cables to hook up to everything to be able to tune them, to be able to, just like your automobiles nowadays, have your fuel injection. Everything is computer generated.
I remember a while back when people started saying there's a computer in the car now, and I'm like, no, what? And now you're telling me a weed whacker has a computer in
Absolutely.
it. So like I'm so out of touch.
Yes.
That's crazy. So, and again, it goes back to having that knowledge base and the ability to get these replacement parts in a timely manner to satisfy your customers and
Absolutely.
whatnot. So as far as these types of items, what kind of service guarantee do you offer your potential customers to, as far as the service after the fact, after the purchase?
Well,
I'm sure it varies, right, depending on product.
For the most part, yes. We offer a 45-day warranty for all the work we do. Kubota has our own set of warranties when you buy new. Same thing with Polaris, Steel, all those different brands that we offer here. They have their own from new purchase. what we're trying to do here in our service department as well, change the thought process. Quick service jobs, quick jobs. I'm trying to get them turned around in 2 business days at most.
That's good.
The bigger, larger repairs, of course, obviously take longer. Something that I just decided the quick, simple jobs we need to turn around for the customer quickly. They don't need to be sitting around. We're not Jiffy Lube. We're not going to be super fast on your services, but we can do it in 2 business days.
But you realize people have to get back to work.
Absolutely.
And
There's no
stuff,
reason
yeah.
for it to be sitting out of service for long for a quick service job.
Absolutely.
So we're just trying to implement that here as well and speed up the process and keep customers happy.
So this is the grand opening celebration here at Texas Ag Equipment. How long have you been? Are you a newer hire with this new regime, or were you prior to the old ownership?
No, I came in when the new ownership bought.
Okay.
They came in and brought me in from day one. I was because I had done this for 7 years prior to with another dealership doing the same kind of equipment.
Okay.
So they brought me in with the experience to try to straighten the ship out here.
Now, were you like a cold hire? They didn't know you, or had you known some of the ownership before?
I didn't know a single
You just
person
sent in your
here.
resume, and they were like,
No,
"You're the man."
no, actually, no.
No?
Absolutely not. One of the new owners knew someone. It used to be my wife's supervisor and
yeah?
boss, and word of mouth kind of thing. And
Got
I
old school handshake kind of hire, huh?
I got hired over the phone.
That's
Phone calls and text
fantastic.
messages. I met them the first day I started here.
BB, you know what? That's when you know that your reputation precedes you. When you get when people that are important enough and have invested this much in a company and in a community will be able to say, you know what, you're the guy. We've heard good enough things about you to where we're going to take that risk. That's fantastic. So as far as today goes, what's been your favorite part of the festivities? You enjoying the food, the cornhole, or just kind of chilling in the AC?
I'm enjoying the fact that we were able to be more relaxed. My technicians are out there playing cornhole,
Yeah.
just sitting around talking, enjoying the time, and not a stressful day. This is a stressful job the whole time we're here, trying to coordinate the customers, the technicians, and that kind of stuff, and your sales department, trying to get them coordinated and get everything going for them, because they'll sell a piece of equipment. We still have to what we call PDI, pre-delivery inspections, to make sure your fluid levels are right, make sure everything functions, there's no leaks, and that kind of stuff. So it's all that getting that together. So it is a stressful day.
You're stressing me out just talking about it. I'm like, man, I'm the least manly man ever. I can barely get my lawnmower started. I'm so thankful that there's, professionals like you guys that know how to take care of, especially when you as a consumer, a customer, are investing all that money. You don't know how to take care of that stuff. So it's great that somebody that has the knowledge base that you can trust to bring back to service it and to steer you in the right direction right from the start, right? Just right as soon as you purchase it. So.
And we're trying to be honest and upfront with every customer we have. And something about me as a person personally, I would never steer you wrong. I would never lie to you as a customer. First and foremost, my memory's not the best in the world. The other thing is, we just want to be honest. Technicians have a bad reputation for the most part about being dishonest and mess you over for money, and we will never do that as long as I'm service manager.
Well, you sound like an honest guy to me, and I think your wife says that. Your wife over there?
Yes.
Okay, so she's over here making sure that you're. Yeah, so you got her keeping track of you too. Let's go and delve into your because we've been talking to you again. We're talking to Mark Pompa here. You see the service manager here at Texas Ag Equipment. Give me a little background on your story. Are you a Uvaldian, or did you come in from outside?
No, sir. I come from outside.
Okay.
I actually live over 2 hours away from here.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
So I drive in Monday mornings to come to work, and I drive home Friday after I get off of work.
That's a bit of a ride.
It
You know,
is, definitely.
but commuting isn't quite as bad as it used to be. At least the highways, there's more options now. I remember commuting back in the 80s and 90s, and it was no fun.
Right,
But now
right.
you can listen to podcast or UvaldiRadio.net and
You got
have a good
it.
time. But what is your I guess your impression of Uvalde so far as a community?
It's a lot different from where I'm from.
Where are you
There's a
from? You
big
didn't say.
I'm from Nixon.
Okay, cool.
Nixon, Texas.
All right, very nice.
So a small town, much smaller than Uvalde.
And it's weird when people say smaller than Uvalde because it's that doesn't happen too
I'm
often.
talking 2,200 people in Nixon.
Wow.
So, a lot smaller community, and so this is a lot bigger than what I'm used to, and what I enjoy the smaller towns.
Right.
So, but Uvalde's good. There's a lot of good points here. I don't generally get out a whole lot. I come to work. I go stay.
Well,
where
that
I'm
commute,
at,
yeah,
and
you
then-
just work and get
Well, no,
back home.
I stay here during the week in
Yeah.
a travel trailer here in town.
Cool.
So I just come to work and go back over there, and I'm done. I don't want no nightlife for me. I'm a simple, quiet reserve guy.
Good making your wife's right there. So yeah, no nightlife for him, man. It's good stuff. So again, we've been talking to Mark Pompa here at Texas Ag Equipment. Let's see, we'll get back into some music. Man, thank you so much for sharing your story
Thank you for
and
having me.
some time with us here. Y'all come meet Mark in person again at 4420 East Main Street, Texas Ag Equipment. They've got Kubota, they've got Steel, they've got Polaris, and many more of your favorite brands. So come by and he'll talk to you, or if he doesn't know what he's talking about, which he does, he's a smart guy, he'll point you in the right direction with somebody of the other great representatives here. Get back into some music. We're live at Texas Ag Equipment, and we are Uvalde Radio. Right? UvaldeRadio.net. Hey, it's Robert Miguel. Good afternoon. We are broadcasting live from the grand opening celebration of Texas Ag Equipment, 4420 East Main Street. If you can hear my voice, you are invited to come out and join the festivities. Raffles for fabulous prizes. There's live music by Jerry Almaraz. There's hot dogs and hamburgers and chips and drinks and fun for the kids. And we're talking to some of the employees here. We've talked to the owner. We've talked to the new marketing manager. But right now, someone with a very unique position. We've got Macy Sutherland. And what is your role here?
I'm the office manager.
Office manager. And not only are you the office manager, you're part of the old regime, the existing that used to be here before, right?
Yes.
So you have got a very unique vantage point about this whole event and the future of Texas Ag Equipment, right?
Definitely, yes. So, my father-in-law was the old owner, and he decided he was ready to retire. And Bart and Chad were looking for a new business opportunity here, something like this, and they took over, and it's been great.
So how long had you been with the previous regime?
6 years.
6 years.
Yes.
So that's a long time. And were you the office manager the whole time?
No, I was just accounts receivable, and then we had an accounts payable, but.
And you kind of worked your way up within the company and whatnot. So obviously you have a knowledge base of how this operation works or worked, and you have also contacts with the majority of the customers, I'm sure, as well, too, right? The existing customers.
Yes, great customers, loyal customers, great people.
So
yes.
I'm always excited when somebody new comes in and buys something, and there's always room for improvement, but it's always respectful when they can keep somebody on that's seasoned, that knows the business prior. So I'm sure you were very grateful also to be given the opportunity, right?
Yes, and then you get to see people that you've seen for years, and they come in and oh wow, it's changed so much. Look at the new building and everything, and I'm so glad you're still here. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still here. So it's just good. You kind of get to know people, and it's just kind of like a little family, actually.
You obviously have to love the old regime, the old ownership, because that's family, it's friends, and you work with them for years.
Yes.
But you also have to be excited about the new, right? The future, the changes. So what are those, from your vantage point, things that you're excited about as far as the new face and the future of Texas Ag Equipment?
I think the sky's the limit here. I mean, we've got the newly renovated building, the new ownership. They're great. There's great bosses, great people. We've got amazing staff here. A few things are kind of different, but it's good. Good different,
Well,
change is always hard, but
absolutely,
it's been great.
Not an opportunity to criticize the past, but what would you say are some of the good steps, some of the good changes maybe, or nice things that you're noticing that are kind of being tweaked or done here in the present now?
So mainly just with the remodel and just a bigger showroom.
Yeah.
Our service department's growing, and that's great. Cinco, he was great. He's my father-in-law, obviously, but he was ready to go on and do other things and hand it off to somebody who was going to take it, as far as they wanted
just
to
like
take
some
it.
fresh legs.
Yeah,
it's always good. Yeah,
and fresh eye, fresh perspective. Cinco did a great job. He had so many loyal customers, people that loved him. But
and if we may, let's give a shout out to Cinco and the previous ownership. How long was it in business? It was a while, right?
A long time, yes.
Yeah.
When they bought it, I think 45 years ago, his dad.
Wow.
I believe that's right. Yes, his dad, they purchased it in San Antonio and then moved it out here, and it's been here ever since. So, yeah, it's a long time.
So there's a legacy there, and there's a
Yes.
precedent that's set, as far as how you run business and who you're dealing with. And of course, Uvalde is a growing community, but it's small in a sense that we all know each other, and you have reputations and whatnot. So again, it's when I was talking to Mr. Hutton earlier, he understood the gravity of what he's getting into as far as the responsibility that they have as owners and community members to put the best foot forward and to bring positive attention into this community, and it looks like that's what they're accomplishing
Yes,
here. It's
yes.
fantastic that you're here. So what are the things that give us your backstory? How long have you been a Uvalde? Are you local?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So how long have you been here, and what's your
Yes.
personal story? As much as you're willing to divulge.
Oh yeah. So my husband and I have lived here my whole life. I went to Canepa up until my junior year, and then I moved over to Uvalde. He was a Uvalde boy.
Mm-hmm.
We live here, but I went to Canepa, and then we started dating 2007, high school sweethearts, graduated. Both of us went to Texas Tech, and then we moved back here, and we both got jobs in the oil field actually, and then Cinco was like, "Man, I'm really needing some help over here," and so I said, "You know what? That'll be better. We're ready to start a family." And so I said it's the hour and a half drive down to Carrizo every day, or hour, but we were just ready to do something different, and so I signed on here, and it's been great.
Now you said you're ready to start a family. You have kids too?
Yes, we have two.
How many? Two, and what are their ages, if you don't mind?
I have a 3-year-old girl, Sage, and our 6-month-old, Hank.
6 months old.
Yes,
All right. So
yes.
new business, new ownership, new
Heck
role,
yeah.
right? So you got a lot going on.
It's been a lot.
You are a
It's-
modern working woman, right?
It's been fast and furious, yes, but I mean, we have great family. I have a great husband, Heath. He's shout out to Heath. He's
What's up, Heath?
amazing. I know.
And
he's
he
amazing.
obviously has to be a great support system for
Totally.
being basically young kids, and this has to be a full-time job too. So
It is, but it is great. The bosses are wonderful. The staff's wonderful. Everybody's great, and so it's just easy. It's whatever you need, we'll take care of you. And
now it sounds like you work hard. Do you guys play hard too? When you and Heath do get some time off, what are you guys doing? Are you guys river rats? Or what are you doing in San Antonio, traveling a lot? What do you guys find yourself as Uvaldians? How do you have fun and
we
plan?
like to spend time with family and friends. We usually hang out like backyard or in one of our friends' pools. And so we do a lot of family time. And then of course, go to Hangar 6 or Eat 3O or wherever, go Oasis out to eat with friends, and we kind of just do
That's
do
Uvalde
that
life
stuff.
right there. That's good stuff.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Again, we're talking to Macy Sutherland here. She is the office manager, right, at Texas Ag Equipment. Come out and see us and meet her if you haven't met her already. It sounds like she's born and bred Uvaldean, so you probably already know her. But come out to 4420 East Main Street. The big grand opening celebration is happening now. Register to win some great stuff like do the raffle to win gift certificates for up to $250, I think, for those. What other cool stuff is going on here today that you can speak on that you're excited about?
So, of course, it's our big grand opening, and we've got a ton of people. It's a great showing. We get to meet all the customers, talk to them. So for some people who haven't been in since, the old ownership, they're just kind of, and the remodel, and so they're, wide
soaking it all
open.
in,
They're like, wow, it's so different. Just all the changes, and meet the new owners, and meet some of the new staff, and it's great. We've got Jerry playing. He's amazing. And hot dogs and hamburgers, and all the staff is out to just meet and greet and hang out with, our
playing
customers.
some cornhole, having a good time.
Yeah.
It's we've been talking about the overall theme here is that there are high spirits. Everybody's having a really good time,
Yes.
and it really does feel like there's a sense of community, not only with the customers walking in, but mostly with your employees. And you guys seem like a nice family unit here. Now, last question, as office manager, give just a quick rundown of your day to day. What's your office day like here?
Oh, day to day, we start with lots of coffee.
Yeah,
And just,
that's good.
we come in and say good morning. Everybody is in just such a good mood, good spirits. And then, just take care of the daily stuff, invoicing and everything. Take care of customers occasionally. We do finance contracts, help with our sales, stuff like that, and just, make sure everybody's doing good. Get supplies, just make sure all the departments are running smoothly. Anything the bosses need, we take care of. And,
Fantastic. Now, a couple of days ago, you guys had a power outage.
Oh,
How
goodness.
did that affect the day?
Well, we were actually doing some training. We got a new business system too, which is, how everybody's like, oh, I understand how
Yeah.
that is. New system, have to learn.
Yeah.
And so we were in the middle of our training, and the power went out.
Boom.
And we're like,
Surprise.
shoot, yes. But it's good. I feel like a lot of things with the business have kind of been it's been hurdles every time.
But you need those curveballs every now and again,
Yes,
just to make sure everybody's
exactly.
on their toes, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And so.
Well, you seem like you have a great attitude about
Yes.
everything. So, again, it's been a pleasure talking to you. We've been
Thank
talking to
you.
Macy Sutherland here at Texas Ag Equipment. Y'all come by here and enjoy some food and some music and maybe win one of those gift cards because that's a cool deal.
It
So-
for sure is.
Well, thank you again for sharing a little bit about your life and your time here, okay?
Thank you.
You wanted to hear some Morgan Wallen? Let's do it. This one's called Last Night, and we're again live at Texas Ag Equipment. This is Uvalde Radio. UvaldeRadio.net. Hey, we're broadcasting live from the grand opening of Texas Ag Equipment, 4420 East Main Street. Come on out and see us. The event's going on until 2 p.m. Right before 2, there's going to be some raffle drawings. Free raffle drawing for a $250 gift card. There's going to be 4 of them. $250 good here at Texas Ag Equipment. That'll take you a long way. Or Uvalde Radio, we at our table, we're giving away tickets and meet and greet passes to Randy Rogers, which is next Friday, June 30th at House Pasture in Concan. Another reminder, tonight, Josh Abbott Band in concert. If you missed our interview with Josh yesterday, you can stream it online at UvaldeRadio.net. Click the interviews tab. And today's been a great day. Music, food, some cornhole, lots of fun. And the entertainment's been fantastic. Our own local guy, Jerry Almaraz here. Been on stage sweating it out there, man. Rocking it on stage. Everybody loving the way you sound. And how about that heat, Jerry?
It's great. Yeah. I'm eating it up out there.
But you're a trooper, though. I mean,
I'll tell you,
probably isn't the worst gig you've ever done, right?
No. And there's a tent out there, and Garrett DeLeon is cooking up the best food. So
You got that waft of the smell of the burgers.
We got food and the smell of it, and then after you get off stage, you got the taste of it, and it replenishes you.
It's a reward.
He's got a special touch to his food out there.
It sounds really good. You make it sound sexy, actually. It's a special touch. But, so yeah, when I saw you setting up, and the first time, I don't think there was a tent. But
No.
I guess they got you hooked up, right?
Oh, yeah. They hooked me up with all of it.
So shout out to Jordan for making that happen. But Jerry, first off, I got to say this. We haven't talked to you on the air in a while, but the last time you were a little bit more of a hippie. You're a little bit cleaner cut now.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
looking good.
I had some long hair
I
last
like it,
time.
man. First of all, Jerry, anybody that knows you, you're a buff, good-looking dude. But now we can see you because you don't got the hippie hair.
I was hidden before.
So what was the inspiration to get the haircut?
My buddy Wesley DeBose got married, and I was standing up in it, and I didn't want to look like a
Really?
I don't want to look like a bum
You know
walking
what?
down the aisle.
That's a really cool reason. You know what I mean? I've heard a bunch of reasons for getting a haircut, but yes, being the guy in your buddy's wedding.
Yeah,
that's
don't wanna look like a
that's a
bum.
legit. Nobody can argue with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But no, you look good the other way too. I'm just saying, you look like a clean guy.
Yeah, I cleaned up a bit. Maybe, hopefully that, it kind of parallels with my life a little bit. Maybe.
How do you? I was gonna say, has it? I don't know. Are you single?
I am.
So has it changed the ladies that come your way?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, people say I look younger with it, so hopefully not too young that I'm attracted. Not getting in too much trouble. But
No, I think you look good. I think what it was before, it's that when I saw you with long hair, I couldn't tell how old you were.
Right,
It's
right,
like
right,
kind of more of like a hard to place kind of thing.
Right.
Whereas now that you have your
Yeah.
face showing, it's like,
Right.
okay, now we can see that you are because you're not an old guy.
Nah,
Yeah.
I hope not. I feel old though. But yeah, the only downside is when you have long hair, people recognize you because you're
Yeah.
the guy with the long hair.
You're the guy with
And now I just look like a normal old
usually
dude.
you're the only guy in the room that way.
Right.
Unless me and you are together.
Yeah.
So, Jerry, let's go and talk about your music career, man. You played today. I know you've been playing all over town, and I know you've made a name for yourselves outside the region, too. So let's go and get a review on what you're up to.
I got a separate project. We were doing that solo stuff, and I'm still playing solo shows, obviously, but most of the solo stuff I'm doing now is kind of private or in Uvalde, kind of where I started out. And everything that I'm doing in College Station, I moved to College Station a few years back, and everything I'm doing there, New Braunfels, all the college towns, Lubbock, we're doing all that full band now. And
That's
we're
cool.
Doing it with a project named Sandlot Days.
Sandlot Days.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that a throwback to the old movie or just?
Yeah, I watched that movie daily from probably whenever I can remember till like 6 or 5.
I was going to say, you seem like the generation that might have had a
day.
cop of that on VHS.
Yep. Every day I'd watch that. So that was kind of part of it, and it was just like those kids get. The world didn't kind of exist outside of Sandlot when they were there. It was just all about baseball. It's kind of how it is with me in music. It's like when I'm in music, there's nothing else matters. I can just dive down into
fantastic.
some documentaries or books or listen to music, and nothing else matters. So it was kind of a parallel there.
I'm kind of the same way, man. You know, when you got a passion for music, you want to just expand the knowledge base and learn, even if it's not your go-to genre.
No,
sometimes you're just enthralled in just the story.
Right.
Yeah,
I like
the history.
I love driving just because I can throw on a random record and I'll listen to it from head to toe, and I may
just to
not
see
know
if it sticks,
yeah,
or
yeah.
and even if you don't love it. Again, you've learned something, and you're learning something new about a different genre, or maybe something that might influence you some way in the future as a musician. Yeah, it's fantastic.
The amount of times that I write in my notes while I'm listening to Blondie or something, you know, right? Just something random that I throw on, or The Cure or something like that. I'll write in my notes stuff that I'm going to steal from them. You know, I'll plagiarize some stuff without people knowing.
That's a great outlook outside of plagiarizing stuff. But you know what? And that makes sense because your sound, at least solo, I've never seen you full band yet, is a little harder to kind of categorize. It's kind of hard to pinpoint, which is good. I mean, obviously. From a sales perspective, it's always easier to sell something you can easily label. Right. But it's also nice to have an artist that kind of isn't in a box necessarily, which I think is
Yes,
you.
sir.
As far as for most people here local, probably have seen you around several times.
Sir.
Sandlot Days. That was,
Yes, sir.
What does that sound like? Is that a different kind of thing?
Yes, sir. It's a little more. I'm very influenced by the UK sound. From everything from the.
Before we got on air, you mentioned you like Oasis. And,
I love Oasis.
Yeah.
Love Oasis. I'd say they're at the top. If I had a top three, it'd be Oasis, The Killers, and The Strokes.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. So, but then I grew up with Bingham and Turnpike, and I snuck into a Randy Rogers concert at like 13 at Lone Star, and that was my first experience of like live music, and that's what kind of, I guess, set ablaze. But so that's undeniable. And Petty's like been there from day one. Everything, everyone always says that if I had a parallel, it'd be probably Petty.
Yeah,
vocally.
Definitely, hear that.
But then, you know, again, like I said, music-wise, I love all the UK stuff.
So now with this new act, and I'm assuming you're the lead vocals and maybe guitar. And how many? First of all, let's talk about the band. How many players you got in there with you?
A four-piece.
Four-piece, very
Yes,
cool.
sir.
So drums, bass, lead guitar, and
Yes,
you?
sir. Yes,
I guess?
sir. Yes, sir.
That's a rock and roll band.
If it's a rock and roll. If we add anything, it'll be a synth.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So you say you like that UK thing. Do you find yourself doing like a faux Euro accent occasionally?
Nah,
Is that-
maybe. I mean, I might do it. The Killers did that a lot in their early record.
I don't think they know it sometimes. These American bands that come out sounding like Erasure.
Well, yeah, and then half of the UK bands are trying to sound American. So
it's weird, right?
Yeah,
it's
just
crazy.
some weird deal going on.
Darn you, Beatles! But so how is that going with the full band thing? Where are you guys gigging, and are you going to be recording some new stuff, or is it already out there?
All the guys are out of College Station. I'm doing all the production basically, and that's just me being selfish. I wanted full control over production, so I kind of do it all on Logic, and then once we take it in the studio or with the band, they'll polish it up maybe just a little bit, and I'm open to whatever they have idea-wise, but I try to get 90 to 95% of that blueprint done with my laptop at home and stuff.
Now, how did you hook up with these guys that are in this project with you?
Guitar Center.
Really?
Yes, sir.
You know before Craigslist, before the internet, there was always a Guitar Center around, right? Yeah.
Most of those bands out in College Station, because there's not a big scene, a music scene out there. I mean, there's a bar or two that are well known, but most of the guys that play music are at Guitar Center over there, which is kind of old school.
So how did you guys like flyers on a
No,
billboard, or how did it?
I would play just kind of smaller gigs, and because the scarcity of musicians around there, everyone just
they'll just show up and they're
like,
hands,
oh yeah, you're a musician, and they're like,
just networking.
Right.
Fantastic.
But it's not like Austin where the market's flooded and everyone's a musician.
So when did that first band rehearsal happen? How long ago was that?
Oh, we recorded in January of 2021. No, 2022. So it was the fall before that. Fall of 2021.
Just got together. Hey guys, let's jam.
Just
See what
jamming
happens.
out, yeah.
And how fast was the output as far as getting actual songs that were cohesive and usable?
It was pretty quick. I had a bunch of demos, acoustic demos, and then again, I did my production's gotten a lot better since that time, but they had a lot of input in those first two songs.
Very cool.
Yeah, and we released 2 songs, Call on Me and Waves, in the spring of this last year.
That's awesome. And are they already online?
Yes, sir.
Stream like
Yeah.
Spotify or
They're-
Apple?
they're
or
all over.
All over the
All
places.
over.
All right, so find Sandlot Days.
It's
Yeah.
Daze. I thought it'd be cooler if we did that.
Sandlot Days. All right, so find them online, stream that music. I don't have it here, so we're not going to be able to play that, but that's fantastic. Go ahead and tell me, as far as the new band goes, have you done any notable gigs that you're excited about, or anything coming up in the future?
We just got a festival invite to a place in Waco, and it's getting sponsored by. It's like a surf place.
Cool.
They have but next door is a venue, and they have this big festival every year. And that was our first festival invite.
Cool.
And I didn't even reach out to anyone. I just looked at my emails one day, and there was a festival invite, and I was like, well, somehow or some way our music's getting around already.
That's awesome.
So that was a pretty proud moment for me. But yeah, other than that, the typical blue lights and stuff, Cheatham Streets, we're starting to talk to a lot of those venues, and then hopefully starting to talk to some booking agents and try to get, WME or Red 11 or one of them big deals to start putting us out in Texas.
Sounds
and hopefully
good,
more
man.
in Texas.
So again, if you're Uvalde fans of Jerry, you're already fans of his solo stuff, get out and see him, make a little road trip, support his gig outside College Station or beyond. So you guys already have a website or social media?
No, we do got a social media. It's just at Sandlot Days, Sandlot, and then Daze. All that other stuff is kind of in the works. I'm trying to make the songs the main point right now.
We want to have
all
us
my
ready to go
energy.
before you make the big presence
Right,
online and everything
right,
too. So that makes
yeah.
sense, yeah. So meanwhile, find Sandlot Days, Daze, on the social media handles. And man, Jared, it's been good catching up with you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so we're
Thank
going to
you.
get back into some music. And again, y'all come out and see us at Texas Ag Equipment. I think you're done for the day.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
you enjoy the burgers and hot dogs,
yeah.
maybe a cold beer. I think
I'm going down to the lake.
The secret is they've got some beers out there too. So you've earned it today.
Yes, sir.
And what's your next gig locally? You want to go and shout that out if you got one?
Oh, I've got some private stuff for the 4th of July and whatnot. I'm trying to think. I might be in Concan. I've been helping the people at Neil's up there.
Okay.
I might go. They have a little Airstream and a bar out there in front of the restaurant. Maybe next week, if depending on the weather and how people are kind of flowing through Concan. We've been playing it by ear, but.
And for your solo stuff, what's the best way to find out? Website or social media?
Yeah, social media, just Jerry Almaraz at
Okay.
Jerry __ Almaraz, and I actually do get hit up on there a lot for gigs
Yeah.
and whatnot, just in my inbox. So yeah, if anyone feels inclined to.
Yeah, I'll go find them in Concan or Uvalde. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Jerry, again.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Thank
get back
you.
to some music here. And we're UvaldeRadio.net. We're live at Texas Ag Equipment. UvaldeRadio.net. Hey, we are broadcasting live at Texas Ag Equipment, 4420 East Main Street in beautiful Uvalde, Texas. It's been a great day. It's a little hot, but man, there's big old showroom inside. It's air conditioned. You still got a little bit of time to stop on by, although you're probably too late to get in on this action. It's about to get crazy up in here. So, again, big grand opening of Texas Ag Equipment. 4420 East Main Street. The Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce was here at 10:30 this morning with a big official ribbon cutting. There's been live music by Jerry Almaraz. We've got some food and drink, and we've been asking people to come in and register to win this raffle. It's awesome. And to explain again details on what we're giving away, we've got Jordan Prado here. Did I say it right again?
Prado.
Prado?
But you're good. It's good.
Is it? How's that again?
Prado.
Prado?
Yeah, you just
you did a roll
roll
it?
Roll it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't look that ethnic to me.
Just
Prado.
a quarter.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah,
No, that's good. I
baby.
like that. Okay, so Jordan's here. And tell us again what we're going to be giving away here in this drawing.
So we have 4 gift certificates, which can be used for credit here at Texas Ag Equipment. It's going to be $250 credit to use for what you'd like here at the dealership, and
$250 for them. That's $1,000 worth of prizes here.
Yes, sir.
So that's fantastic. So we've got a whole bunch of names in the bucket, right? And you're going to
Yes.
draw them out, and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to, of course, you don't have to be present to win. You're going to
No.
contact this person by email or phone call or something, right?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead and let's do this thing.
All
Drum
right.
roll. Ching. That's all I got.
All right. The
All right.
first one will be Stacy McMillian.
Stacy McMillian, our first winner.
I hope I said that
Stacy.
right.
All right. Very good.
All right.
And winner number 2.
Winner number 2 is Bobby Grubb.
Bobby Grubb. All right. Do we know Bobby Grubb? Anybody? Okay. All right. All right. Bobby's over there. Very good. All right. Third winner is.
I don't know.
This
Need your
is Alex Mauricio. Does that sound right?
Awesome.
All right, Alex Mauricio. Woo! She's jumbling them up real good.
Jumbling up
Yep,
for the
make sure.
last one. All right, Roy Sanchez.
Was it Roy Sanchez?
Yeah.
What does that say?
Roy? Ray?
Roy or Ray? Yeah, one of those two. Roy Sanchez. All right, very good.
All right. There's our
Congratulations, $250 a piece, man. Credit here at Texas Ag Equipment at 4420 East Main Street. That's fantastic.
And they can come and collect on Monday morning or anytime this week that they would like.
Yeah, so there you go. We got our 4 winners that are now announced. And Uvalde Radio, we still got our tickets and meet and greet to Randy Rogers. We're going to do that here in just a few minutes. So y'all hang tight if you're listening at home. You should have been here at Texas Ag Equipment's grand opening celebration. Thank you, Jordan. We appreciate you doing that live here on the air. We're going to get back into some music. A little Sammy Kershaw. This is UvaldeRadio.net. Alrighty, UvaldeRadio.net. We are live at Texas Ag Equipment at 4420 East Main Street. This party about to be wrapping up here very soon. So thank you to everybody that had us out here. It's been a great time. We're not going to do our final wrap up just yet, but it has been a great time. I think they brought the food in. I think they just want me to have it now.
I think they're ready
I
for
think-
you.
I think
They
they're-
brought the hamburgers to you
It's
now.
like, I'm just that VIP these days. I'm telling you what. So yeah, my tummy precedes me. They know that the guy needs to be filled up. He's been here all day. But yeah, so it's been food and there's been music and there's been a lot of good people, man, hanging out. Ribbon cutting ceremony. It's been really cool to be a part of this event. So thank you to Texas Ag Equipment, Jordan, and the rest of the crew here for inviting us out. Corey, it's been cool hanging out with you.
Well, thank you.
On a Saturday afternoon and morning that wasn't outside in a blistering heat, right?
Right, but they did it right. They had tents for all the guys outside, so they did it right.
They did it right, but these tents, even the tents, so it still gets hot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's been really nice for us being indoors.
Yes.
We have been a stroke of luck this heat thing because we did our first live remote at the Forum 6 indoors. Because that's brutal. You're up against that wall, and there is like
they let you?
There's no wind, and it's just the sun beating down on it. And I love going to the Forum 6. We only usually do like an hour and a half, so it's kind of a short one. But it's brutal out there. That time of day, 6 to 7:30 can get pretty hot. But yeah, it was that day we had a heat advisory still, so we were like, yeah, let's do it inside, and it went over very well. So and here we are spending 5 hours
Inside again.
indoors as well too. So our status must be rising. People must be caring about us. I don't know, but we're here to. The thing we're here to do now is to do a drawing to win. Somebody's going to win tickets and meet and greet passes to go see Randy Rogers next Friday night, June 30th, at House Pasture in Concan. We've had a handful of people. More than that, I guess.
we got a
We got a
bunch.
pretty good people sign up, and it's not quite a $250 gift card, but it's something, right?
It's something.
And meeting Randy, that might be a once in a lifetime opportunity for you. And I've only met him a couple of times, and he's super cool.
I've
And-
had a lot of people excited about it.
yeah, he'll take a photo and sign some stuff, and he'll put on a great show for you. So, again, that show is next Friday, June 30th at House Pasture. Whoever's name we call right now gets 2 tickets and meet and greet to party. Well, I say party, it's going to be more like a hang out and sign and take photos
How's it
kind of thing,
going?
an opportunity. But that guy does party afterwards. So let's go, Corey. I'm gonna let you do it. Let me shake. Let me shake the
it.
box, and then you pull the name out. Here we go.
You
So
shake it.
I'm doing it here. I'm shake it. Shaking it like a Luke Bryan song. All right, I got this really hustled up. Okay.
Okay.
And now Corey Brooks
My
pulling the
eyes are
name out.
shut and got one.
All right. You want to read the name?
Well, I can
Yeah,
try.
let you read the
Let's
name.
see if I can pronounce it.
If I need to translate, I will do my best.
I can pronounce this. Devin Caballero.
Devin! Devin Caballero! No, I didn't get it right either. Devin came by. And I know she's a fan, so that's cool.
There we go.
So
She'll be
congratulations
excited.
to Devin and her guest for getting tickets to meet and greet to Randy Rogers Band. And we've actually got a picture on our Facebook page of Devin. We took a snap of it, and she's up there too. So
Oh, great.
I'm going to message her. I'm going to tag her and be like, hey, you won, before we even text her or email her. So congratulations to Devin, Randy Rogers Band, tickets and meet and greet for next week. And man, it's been cool. So we're going to get back into some music and then do our final thoughts here in a few minutes. This is Randy Rogers Band. Their newest single is called Know That By Now. It's off the record I've been raving about called Homecoming. Y'all check it out. This is Uvalde Radio, your concert station.